Hi, my name is John, and today I'll be going through why so many parents want their child or children to attend a selective school, especially here in Australia. Is it because of the fame? Is it the people around you? Or is it the fact that it's completely free? Stay tuned and we'll find out.
Bing's Academy, where we learn and grow.
So back in 2009, I did the selective exam along with thousands of other children that are currently doing it today. I ended up making it into Penrith High School, where I studied there from year 7 to 10. Year 11 and 12, I was at Tutoring High School, graduated in 2014, and then since then I've been teaching a bunch of students, whether it be getting into selective high schools or transferring to a selective high school or just improving the fundamentals. And I've taught about 30 or so kids in the last 5 or so years, with every class being one-on-one. So I've been having lots of experiences teaching, and by no means am I an expert, but I would really like to share some of my experiences and learning with the rest of you. So one of the main reasons why so many parents want their child to attend a selective high school is definitely the people around you. When you are surrounded by people who are trying to inspire you and get better every single day, you are in turn trying to improve and become the best version that you can possibly be. And why is this significant? Well, in high school, in year 12 especially, your marks, what you do inside your classroom, as well as the HSC exam, both of those components combined will have a large influence on what university and which degree that you can actually take after high school. I'm not saying attending university is a prerequisite to success. However, when you're 18 years old and you're not too sure what you want to do, going to university, especially in 2020, is a pretty safe bet, especially here in Australia, where having a degree is still quite important when going for a graduate position or your first full-time job. I can personally attest to the benefits of this, where in year 12, when the teachers and everyone around you kind of puts the natural progression of attending university in front of you, I didn't even consider any other options, whether it be TAFE, because when everyone around me was talking about which university they were wanting to attend or which degree that they were going to apply for, it's a bit of a wave where if you're not too sure what you want to do, going to university is a pretty safe bet. This is actually supported by a bunch of studies. One study in particular done in the UK by Damon Clark suggests that selective schools have a large positive impact on your exams, such as the HSC, which will help you attend university. The flow-on effects of attending a selective high school into university is diminished over time. However, when a bunch of the people that you attended high school with becomes doctors and lawyers, dentists, engineers, it's so good to have that huge network around you. Those are the people you hang out with. Those are the people that you can actually lean on when times get tough. And you never know when knowing a dentist or a doctor could be quite beneficial in the long term. One of the other reasons why you should attend a selective school is really centered on the network, but not really the people inside your school, but also the other schools that are related to the selective school. So for instance, when I attended Tutoring High School in year 11 and 12, we had this tournament called the Quad School Tournament, where we interacted with my old high school, Penrith High School, and we did sports with Balcombe Hills and James Roos High School. Having a tight network with other top selective schools, I think that naturally creates a lot of connections in that regard. And when you know other people from other high-performing selective schools, it is naturally going to help you when you attend university. You might actually know those people who might be studying the same degree, and it's just a really good way to grow the ecosystem of the people that you know. Final reason why I believe that you should attend a selective high school is really centered on what you learn. So selective high schools and opportunity classes are for the gifted and talented students across New South Wales. And if you are successful in getting into it, there will be some certain advantages, whereas the teachers will be doing and going over topics that are slightly more advanced compared to a non-selective high school. And when you are going over topics that are naturally a little bit more complex and a little bit harder than non-selective high schools, that will naturally give you a bit of a boost when you do your exams in Year 12. A clear example of this is really demonstrated where if I were to attend Penrith High School or Tutoring High Schools, we didn't have the option to choose general maths or general English, which some non-selective schools did have the option to do that. The lowest maths that we could actually choose was Student Advanced Maths, and the lowest English that we can actually choose was Advanced English. It's important because when you choose general maths or general English, that can actually have a huge effect in the scaling aspect of things. Whereas if you get a high mark in those subjects, it won't actually lead to a higher ATAR. Whereas if you do a more complex subject, and when everyone around you is doing a more complex subject, you are more likely to get a better ATAR even if you don't have a higher result in that particular exam. So it gives you a bit of a safety net. But a lot of the non-selective schools don't actually do that, and when they give you the option to do a general maths or a general English course, and when you think about it, you're like, oh, it's a bit of a no-brainer to do an easier course because you get a high mark. It's a little bit counterintuitive because the more easier a subject is and the more people get higher marks in it, the less it counts for in terms of scaling, which is why it is quite important for you to do the more complex subjects and the subjects that scale better. Well, that's everything that I wanted to cover today. If you like something in particular or you want me to do a deeper dive in a particular topic, put a timestamp down below in the comments what you liked in particular. If you found that you wanted something to be improved on, write down the comments below. This is my very first YouTube video, so I would really appreciate any of the feedback that you would have. I'll be going through a bunch of topics, whether it be related to selective schools, tutoring, OC, or just general fundamentals. If you want to listen to something in particular that I haven't really covered, write down in the comments below, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thank you.